In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the new slip circle flower charm. You will need one loom with the pins set up in a staggered position so they're not in line with one another, and you want the arrows to be facing you so that all of the opened ends are facing you. And you will need a total of 7 rubber bands to make this charm. So you'll need 6 for the outer bands and then 1 for the center band. So I've chosen light pink and white. So you're going to take your first main color and you will go to the second pin up in the center row, and this band is going to be placed from that second pin up to the third pin. And now this is going to be the center, and if you see all the pins around it, we're going to be working in a circular pattern. So from here I'm just going to work my way around in a clockwise direction. So I'll go to this next pin diagonally to the left, and the band is just going to go right into the center. And now working from the center out, I will just keep going around this clockwise direction. And this is the last one. You want to make sure that you're pushing down on all of the bands in the middle because that pin does get very full. And now I'm going to take the white band and I'm going to double this. So I'll place it on my hook, twist, and put it back on. So you see 2 bands on the hook. I'm just going to place it right on top. And now what I want to happen is I want all of the bands that are in the middle to go up through this white band, this cap band, and come back on themselves. So I will be starting with this band here, since that's the last one I placed on in the circle, and I'm going to be working in a counterclockwise direction. So I'm going down through the middle, pushing back on those 2 white bands, grabbing this top pink band, and I want to hold this cap band in place with my thumb, just pulling it out and putting it back on itself. And now I'm just going to continue to go down through the middle and grab the next band in line and then just keep putting it back on itself. So I'm going to do this for all 6 bands. And so they should easily come off. If it seems like they're getting hung up, then you must be grabbing the wrong one. If you've ever made a starburst bracelet, this is the same concept. And now what I want to do is I want to make slip knots on all of these. So to do that, I'm just going to grab the very bottom band on all of these pins and pull it out and over the top and into the middle. So I'm just going to do that for all 6 of these. Just make sure that upper band does not come off as you're doing this. You only want the bottom band to come over the top. And now you can see that there are slip knots all against this white band, and I'm just going to carefully move these back and forth just to make this slip knot go nice and tight against there. And now what I'm going to do is actually take this off of the loom carefully. Just release this. So it should not come apart because it has this slip knot, but you still want to be careful. And so this is what it's going to look like. And now what I'm going to do is just take my hook and go inside one of the loops. And now what I'm going to do is just continue around the circle here. I'm going to go into the next loop and I'm going to pull that back through the first loop. And then I'll continue on to the next loop to the left. Again, pull it through the previous loop, move on to the next one. Again, grabbing this, pulling it through. Just going to do this till I get them all looped. So I'm grabbing this next one, pull it through, and I have one left here. I'm going to pull that through. And now I still have this one loop, but it sticks out really far. So what I'm going to do is I want to take my hook and I want to put it through these next 2 bands. So it's not going to be 1, it's going to be 2. It's this one that we already had looped. And I'm going to pull these 2 bands through the other one. and then that is going to make my slip circle flower. And so I think it makes a really cute design. It would be cute for earrings, or what you can do is connect a whole bunch of them together to either make a bracelet or a necklace. And so now you have two choices here to tie these off. You can either use a clip or you can take an additional rubber band. So I'm just going to take another white rubber band and I will pull it, put it on my hook and pull it through, and then get that loose end back on my hook, pull the one end through the other and make another slip knot, and then here is your design. And then here are some other slip circle flowers that I made. Here's one in a lavender color, and then here's one in a pastel yellow. So I hope that everyone found this tutorial easy to follow. You can always leave me comments on YouTube and Facebook, post pictures of your creations to my Facebook page, and please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all of my latest tutorials. You can also find me on Pinterest and Instagram, so please feel free to subscribe to those as well. Thank you!